Welcome back to the round 6 of the Premium Challenge Hong Kong on September 18th. So we are now watching the round 6 match between Lee Ka-lok on the right hand side, and the left hand side we have Leung Chant. Lee was a competitor of the WCS 2016 in day ones, and he used the dual primal teams throughout the seasons. Today he also brings the dual primals teams, but now he features with the dual primals, Kangaskhan, Salamence, Bronson, and also the White Shields. And on the left hand side, Leung used a team quite similar to Jamie Boyce of the UK's, the triple intimidate teams. So the team consists of the triple intimidate, the Scrafty, Gyarados, Arcanines, and the X-rays, the Cernius, and Rayquaza. Instead of Whimsicott, Leung used Thunderous instead. So quite interesting matchings, because we can see that's quite important for Lee to preserve his Bronzons against the opponents. But Leung could have two ways to deal with the Bronzons. The first one is the Arcanines, the fire type attack from Arcanines, and also the taunt from Thunderous. But of course, we don't really know what these Bronzon is holding. It maybe is a mental herb, so taunt is not useful. So we're jumping into the match between Leung and Lee. It'll be quite interesting to see how Leung deal with the dual primals. So Leung leads with the Cernius and Arcanines, and Lee leaves you with your Dally. It's a Kangaskhan and a Bronzons. Arcanine is issuing this Intimidate on both physical attackers. It seems that Leung's lead was a slight advantage against Lee's lead, because Arcanine is doing very important Intimidate onto both physical type attackers. But on the other hand, Lee could deal very well with a fake up pressures and using trick rooms in the first turns. So let's see what Leung can do about it. Maybe the Geomancy from Cernius is not quite useful at this moment right now, because it's quite secure that a trick room could be set up if Lee's attempting a fake out onto the Arcanines. So time is running short, and we want to remind them about it, but yeah, it's overtime indeed. Leung still haven't choose his move. Okay, can we start it? Is the competitions? Alright, he chooses move. And Leung switch out his Cernius into a Gyarados, issuing the second Intimidate. And it's a shiny one. So we see that we all see that from the gold and silver versions, the red Gyarados. So who's your daddy? Mega involved. And the fake out onto the Arcanines. Arcana is flinched, and a trick room is successfully settled by the Bronzon. So the first turn doesn't look so good to Leung, because after the trick rooms, this Bronzon can do some kind of setup for the incoming Groundons or Kyogres from the Lee's side. But it depends whether Lee's wanted to switch out his Kangaskhan to preserve his fake out or not. But of course, other than setting up the light gravities and hypnosis, it can still do a fair amount of damage to Gyarados. But we should be reminded that both physical attackers have received 2 intimidates, making it attack reduced by 2 stage. So, Leung seems to be overtime once again. And I was sending the commentators to remind him not to do this again. So, switching out the Arcanines into the Rayquazas, and Lee is also switching out his Kangaskhan into a Kyogre. Okay. The advantage suddenly is continuous from the Lee's side, because this lower the Gyarados couldn't do much to the Kyogres, and we see the gravities from the Bronzons. Oh, there's a Thunder Wave from the Gyarados. So it doesn't make a lot of difference here because it's in the trick rooms. But yes, two attacking moves from Lee's side could effectively knock out the Rayquaza without questions. Or maybe it's a questions because Delta Stream would be up if it attempts to Mega. So Lee continues to strengthen his advantage against Leung. And we see the Mega Rayquazas coming out, possibly to hope that to stop the ice damage from the Kyogres. Oh, we see the hypnosis, yes, onto the Rayquazas. Very clever move. And see a Thunder. Oh gosh, Thunder out of the Delta Stream. Oh, it doesn't knock out because the Delta Stream activates, reduced the weaknesses. And we see a Raw from Gyarados. I'm not sure, is it right or not, but switching into Groudon at this moment doesn't help Leung, because Delta Stream is up, and now the Desolate Land was deployed, and any water movements from the Gyarados couldn't do damage to Groudons. So, and under gravities, both the sleeping Rayquaza and Gyarados were like sitting duck here. So Lee continues to strengthen his advantage in this match, and Leung must do some hard calculations to twist that advantage. So let's see how Leung's going to cope with this adverse situation. But under gravity and the trick rooms, it's very likely that any switch out wouldn't be quite useful this times. We'll see that Arcana is switching in, hoping to intimidate and reducing the damage from the Groudons. So a Gyro board from Lee's. Oh, it's a critical, so it have done so lot of damage onto the Rayquazas, but it knocked out the Arcanines despite a 1-stage attack reduced it, and the Rayquaza continues to sleep. So these hold a very strong positions on the winning game 6 of this Switch match. And winning this match guarantees him into the top cut. So another intimidate from Learns, but I don't think is useful now because yeah, it's still in the sun. Water type moves is being cancelled, and some kind of thunder wave and raw doesn't seem so good. What he can do is maybe yes, switch out from the Rayquaza's side into the Xerneas, hoping to dodge some damage, and yeah, then another Hypnosis onto the Gyarados. So we should be seeing a Precipice Blade from Lee's side, and barely locked out the Gyarados and do a fair amount of damage to the Xerneas. So the Trick Room is over, but I don't. But in the next run, Bronzong shouldn't have any problems to setting up the Trick Rooms once again, and we see a Geomancies from the Xerneas boosting his special attack, special defense, and speed 2 stages. It seems that the Groudon will continue to Rock Slide. Oh gosh, the gravity should be still up, and if I were him, I should be continue to do the Precipice Blaze instead. And the Trick Room is up again. Gravity is over, though. And the last Pokemon from Learn's side is the Sleeping Rayquaza. Okay. Learns forfeiting this match, and congratulations to Lee for winning this match and making into the top cuts.